to the flag of the United States and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I want to welcome everyone to Select Board meeting, June 2026. Okay.
Thank you very much. First up this evening, department head updates. Robin.
Oh, the permits per usual. At the planning board meeting, we will be visiting Highland Village revocation and review. So let's hope that goes well.
Yeah.
The EOP meeting on Thursday was canceled. So the next one will be June 18th. We'll probably try to wrap it up then because she's got the time deadline to get it done. I submitted a re-application for the Office of Highway Safety for 2027. So that's for patrols. Chief Woodward has asked me for maybe an application for another speed trailer. And it is possible to get another speed trailer. And sorry, I've got distracted by a dog. Yeah, so
Do we need a second trailer? Like, what?
well, it's finding that it's very effective when it is placed permanently at the 50 to 30 reduction on the north end. Oh, so if it stays there and then you can move the other one around. When I did talk to OHS today, they said, well, maybe you ought to use, there's a new, they call it the black box. So black box actually records your speed and all the stuff. You just don't see the flashing. So it's data driven. So it tells you where your problem areas are. Mm-hmm. I asked if there was a constitutional problem with that because typically you need to have notice of when something is being measured or reported. And they said, no, they have no issue with it. So I'm going to look more into that technology. I am also drafting the assistance to firefighters grant. It's a cut and paste from the old one. I have to update the budget for the SCBAs and the compressor for the fire department. The 17th is when the lead service line grant will go to Governor and Council. And I submitted, well, I'm waiting for Jessica's signature to submit the reimbursement for the tax credit program. So that'll be $124,000 coming back to us. And the other portion of the funding for the playground, Jessica and Eli walked around with the program manager on Friday and they did an inspection. And so the match portion for us was to have that walkway done. And we do have to complete the walkway. So he did mention that it could be ledge packed. And so we need to jump on that pretty rapidly because September 30th is the end of that. And that's it for me.
Questions? Any questions for Robin? Thanks.
Steve.
Our meeting was a long weekend, got done. He had some complications with equipment that broke down, but we got it in, got everything done for us. There were some repairs that needed to be done underneath when he ended up milling everything up, which we suspected. So those were taken care of. Our loader is at $500 mark, just kind of giving you an update. Good. Haven't had any issues. There's any problems.
Do you leave it idling a lot?
Well, that's why the hours come in a little lower than what our diesel stuff was, because basically when you sit, you know, the meter's not calculating anything, so you're not actually using. So the hours appear lower than they are what you're operating. We did some repairs at MSW at the front edge of the chute, which had detached from the cement foundation. It was due. It was pretty rotted out. So they came in and cut a piece out and fabricated the piece, put it back in. So that's all up and good. We've gotten rid of electronic tires. None of our recycled prices have really rebounded, which I was hoping they would have by now. Normally, once you start to get into summer, all the prices start to go up a little bit. Plastic's still difficult to get rid of, although we can have a few resources that we can ship it to. So probably the next couple of weeks, we're gonna unload that. Usually that's about once a year. And ship plastic. There's a lot of other stations I've talked to managers there, and they're struggling. They don't know for plastic right now. Other than that, everything's just kind of maintaining. So looking pretty good.
Any questions?
Anything for this evening, Maggie?
The auditors came and went. I warned them that I'll be bugging them hopefully the fall to get that. I'm helping Robin get invoices, for some of the grants, some old documentation for that. And New Hampshire Retirement Service is has their own audit, and within that, we've been selected for this year to be some good data, so I'll be doing all that as well.
Got Timmy's on vacation this week, and that is it for department head updates. There are no appointments, no public hearings. The next up is the review of the May 18th, 2026 regular meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve. Go ahead. I'll make a motion to accept. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then I have a May 18th, 2026. Did you put those in? Oh, the non-public.
I didn't have them. Didn't you have them?
I did print them out. If they are not in your pack, I will pump that to next meeting. No worries. The regular minute. Let's go to packet.
Yeah.
Indeed. Right, next up this evening is signed various paperwork. We have a summary of forest stewardship plan for current use assessment for Stowell and off of Martin Meadow Pond. It's recommended by Jason. It is getting to be close to the 4th of July. We've done some public outreach regarding fireworks related to the 4th of July. And we have 2 fireworks permits for you this evening. One is at 29 Summer Street for July 4th with the rain date of July 2nd or 3rd. And one is at 237 North Road for also Saturday, July 4th. We have 3 abatements this evening for the action that you took at the last meeting for Freeman at 225 Rogers Campground Road for 9456. for Michelle and Todd Reese at 195 Rogers Campground Road for $1,530.33. And also for Dana and Corinne Glidden at 132 Rogers Campground Road for $433.92. It's like we have 8 solar exemption applications for Arsenal at 27 Depot Street. For Crane at 17 Hartco Ave. For Hill at 69 Rowell Road. For McKillop at 74 Brook Road.
Doesn't go out of the office. I think they'll figure it out when they do our next audit. As long as there's a signature and you printed your name, we'll be good.
Good.
Yeah.
We also have Potter at 12 Evergreen Drive. We have Robinson at 386 North Road. We have Snowman at 22 Depot Street. And then we have Stewart at 21 Portland Street.
You have to have a permitted system to get a solar exemption.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just one.
Good question. I mean, because it's a state exemption, so I suppose if they have a system, I don't know if that matters to
Right.
in the law.
Next up this evening are veterans credits. We have Adair at 20 Brook Road.
Mhm.
We have Berube at 113 Gore Road. We have Crane at 17 Hartwell Ave. You Boys at 12 Garland Road. We have Prosper at 43 Wesson Road. And you'll see when you can take off too. Sorry. We also have Robinson at 386 Road. Stretch out your hands. A lot of signings this evening. Thank you for that. Thanks for the public for sticking in with us. Next up, new business number 1 is set a public hearing for acceptance of FEMA funds. I know I mentioned this in my town manager report last meeting. I did mention also in the work session that we may need to update our sewer use ordinance within the next 60 days. So potentially if we wanted to hold off on this evening, or if you wish to schedule it for August to give us a little bit of time, that'd also be agreeable. We could also do mid-July, the second week of July, July 20th.
Got no problem delaying it, so we can probably do people in one meeting.
It seems trivial, but saving advertising dollars is, yeah.
Thank you.
Next up this evening is the Mount Royal Academy North St. John Paul II School exemption application. So there's a memo from Jason Call, lot P3003. Approval of an education exemption on the 6.2 acre developed lot is recommended. This lot contains the school building and a rear field that is used for recreation. A subdivision was approved for this property in 2025, creating a new 2.91 acre parcel with frontage on Main Street. This commercial vacant lot has been for sale since July. It is clearly not being used and occupied for an educational purpose. Denial is recommended for the lot that has been newly assigned lot P03-46. Do you wish to take any action? Taking action.
make a motion to approve the lot that Jason recommended. I can't remember all of it. Make a motion to approve the extension for lot P03-003.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Under 2.91, we know for sure it's been listed for sale.
Yeah, but this looks like the skiing rec.
2.9. Yeah.
Mixed use lot. Yeah, that looks like a listing.
Yeah. Good. Make a motion to deny the extension on lot P03-046.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
All right, there's no new other business this evening and no old business. Next up is select board member reports.
I just want to thank everyone for the work session. My staff and hours into all the information and select board having a very productive conversation. Thank you very much for
Like to thank the fire department and the police department for their cooperation in making the Memorial Day a success. Yeah. Thank everyone that came out and observed it.
All right, thank you. Next up is my town manager report. Shane, as the EMD, Chief Flynn and Chief Woodworth and I had a conversation with Grafton County Dispatch regarding their service and specifically the tower on Mount Orne. We'll be circling back to them mid-June, just for next steps related to the tower. We've had a few folks reach out regarding space during the town picnic on Centennial Park on July 4th. And just letting you guys know that I've declined them. And the rationale is that there are a lot of other opportunities for people to be vendors in town at other spaces, but for this particular event, we wanted to. Yep. The Spartans on a Mission at the high school won $1,000 from the Community Builders Hub to contribute to improvements over at the skating rink. Trying to get a little bit more information as far as what that looks like. From my understanding, they're looking to patch some of the surface and paint the bottom. So we'll see how far their dollars go, but I wanted to make mention of it to you this evening. I attended a Tri-County Community Actions annual meeting. It sounds like they will be extending bus service. So right now we have the Tri-County Transit, which connects Lancaster to Littleton. So Lancaster, Whitefield, Littleton. They will be including transit from Colebrook to Lancaster, then to Berlin. I think the intention is to help mobility related to the hospital system and connecting that, which I thought was great, and I wanted to bring it to you. It was well attended, and I'm grateful for their service. I work really closely with Eric Becker, and wish them the best as they continue to work through all of the heating services and weatherization that they do for the community. Past couple of weeks, I've had 3 welfare inquiries and 1 award for $412. And that's it for me. It's been a whirlwind of a pace. Been lots and lots of meetings. And we're moving forward. This evening for you tonight, there is information relating to the planning board meeting notice for June 10th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. I also have a New Hampshire Liquor Commission notice to municipalities for Vermont Catering Company for a catering offsite at 22 Main Street. And land use permits for Pelletier at 333 Pleasant Valley Road, for D'Amico Associates at 485 Prospect Street, for DuBois at 12 Garland Road, and for Cass at 14 Wesson Road. Next up this evening are public comments.
Any comments tonight? Ah,
Is there anything you want to ask me? Stop. I'm stumped. Okay. Well, the only news that the governor's council and the state of New Hampshire has finally decided to fund the Connecticut River Joint Commission. That was so omitted last time, and they decided to do it. So even though we were still in business, we're now in business with the secretary. Which is good. And I'm not sure. So we just made the decision about the John Paul II school, is that right? Oh, yeah, they're gonna have students there, don't you? Jessica?
I do, yes.
Would it be appropriate for you to mention that?
Um,
The conflict of interest?
Yeah,
she doesn't know.
she wasn't voting on it, so
Oh, okay.
it can't be a conflict of interest.
Okay. Now I know. I'm in favor of it.
Just something I forgot to mention, there is a Conservation Commission meeting on Monday. And we're gonna be addressing two things. One is the invasive plants priorities. And then the second thing was, an incident involving, a resident along the trail, some damage effect. So, we'd like to try to figure out what we need to do from there. Anything else? Any motion to adjourn?
I'll make that one.
Second,
All in favor?
Why?
Okay.